The issues are tough, but local leaders from around the state came to Gainesville recently to take them on as part of the Florida Association of Counties Energy Independence Work Group. As we're about to see, the two-day conference is just one step toward developing energy and environmental policy recommendations for the state legislature.
Energy and environment, topics which affect us all at every level, nationally, statewide, and locally. County governments are making sure their voices are heard on the subjects through the Florida Association of Counties Energy Independence Work Group, which met recently for a two-day conference in downtown Gainesville.
The Energy Independence Work Group really is a brainstorm of my predecessor, Randy Hatch from Suwannee County, and I pledged to him that I will continue to work through with the Energy Independence Work Group to come up with meaningful energy policies that we can propose to our body, first of all, and hopefully to the legislature that would put Florida as one of the lead states in becoming more energy independent.
That means looking at ideas, old and new, and reaching consensus.
It's always very interesting to participate when the Florida Association of Counties does their policy meetings because it gives opportunity for a variety of different communities or counties to come together and talk about the different issues, and they all bring different aspects and concerns, and so it usually ends up being a very comprehensive discussion.
It's a relatively young committee. It's just in its second year, so we're still kind of in a stage of hashing out a specific platform. A platform that can be accepted by the Florida Association of Counties, because this isn't a work group, so whatever we come up with we have to take back and have approved by the membership, which includes representatives from all 67 counties. Something that the broader group can agree to so that we can speak with one voice when we go to lobby legislators in Tallahassee during the coming session. So the challenge is going to be, for those of us who are particularly interested in this issue, pushing as hard as we can, but still with the understanding that the general membership is going to have to approve it.
That approval won't necessarily come easily or without debate.
Because we have such a diverse state with so many diverse counties, we can't have policy that will conflict with other parts of the state. So I think we're going to probably first of all look for what's considered what we call low-hanging fruit, energy conservation and those types of measures that will probably, we can probably move forward with. The other different types of discussions, energy production, for example, are going to be the more difficult discussions that we're going to have, but we're going to have them.
We're not ducking the difficult issues either of the proposals to look at oil and gas drilling and even nuclear production. So we're tackling a lot of issues.
The issues of energy and energy independence and global climate change in general very directly and immediately impact the state of Florida. Florida is on the front lines of the global climate change issue. Because of the nature of our state, such a low-lying state, we have a second largest amount of coastline after the state of Alaska, and so the issue of rising sea levels, which we're already struggling with in this state, is front and center for us.
The FAC is also hoping to coordinate policy recommendations with other local governments.
There are many policies that we believe that we can collectively agree on, not only with our membership, but with the Florida League of Cities and the Florida School Board Association as well.
One of the things that Commissioner Long in his role as president of the Florida Association of Counties has been very strong on is that the cities and the counties and the school boards should all be working together and finding common ground with respect to our state agenda. So I have the honor of serving on the board of the Florida League of Cities, and actually am the immediate past president of the Florida League of Mayors. And so Commissioner Long asked me to come today so that we could have some real cooperation and working between the different agencies representing our cities, our counties, and also our school boards.
In the meantime, Alachua County isn't waiting for state leadership on energy issues. County government is moving ahead with new conservation and production innovations.
We're looking at implementing new technology, particularly in cooperation with the university and GRU and other surrounding utilities, to look at applications for solar, such as our solar panels we've installed out of the solid waste transfer facility. Again, looking at biodiesel. We've had biodiesel here. I know I've driven a hybrid for over a decade here. So those are the kind of issues that we're trying to deal with, from fleet management, energy conservation in our buildings, and implementation of new energy sources.
And it is that local leadership and innovation which can lead to better policy making at the state and federal level.
What we really need is a strong state energy policy and of course a national energy policy that once again recognizes the important role that local communities play in making sure that the energy is provided in times of insecurity to our own population. We need to be able to be free to provide the energy needs of our country through a variety of sources that keep us somewhat independent from those people in the world that might wish to do us harm or don't share our values.
We've got a great team. We're broad-based from around the state. We're large counties, small counties, rural counties, and coastal counties. All of us coming together to try to help our state legislators understand that Florida counties, where the rubber meets the road, we are deeply involved in issues surrounding energy use.
The Florida Association of Counties Energy Independence Work Group will continue deliberations when the FAC meets in September. Policy recommendations are expected to be made to the full FAC by the year's end. For County Update, I'm Alan Yetter.